So Joe and I learned this at the World Team Training. We thought it was absolutely genius. And this is how tons of people, I guess it's in France, have been getting to press team. And it's so simple. And it just really made sense to me. So I wanted to teach you guys it shortly. It's super simple. So this is basically doing your own and then teaching people to do exactly what you just did. Okay, so it's the equation is 5 times 3 plus 2. Okay, and what this means is people can do 500 in a month, right? Everybody here has done 500 in a month, right? So pretty simple. It's your program plus 2 to 3 people.
And for the sake of this conversation, let's just keep it, let's just do $100 plans. So it'd be you plus 4 people for the 500, just like if everybody was on $100. And we know we're gonna look at higher just for the
Okay, so for the sake of this conversation, each plan is 100 volume points, so that's you plus 4 people getting healthy, okay? So you do that 3 months in a row, okay? And each month you get 2 people, you sponsor 2 people to do the same thing. To become a member and get 500, and then they get 2. So you're teaching every single person do 500 3 times in a row and get 2 people below you. 500 volume points. 500 volume points. So this is you. That's not, right. That's not one plan, is it? No, it's one plan. So we're doing each plan as 100 volume points for the sake of this math. And then so it's you plus 4 programs. Okay. So let's say DC, you're here, right? So you get 4 people. Okay. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So you're teaching each one of these people to do the same thing. Okay, so let's say these are 3 or 4 members. Okay, so it's Diana, Sky, Julie, and Hank. Okay, so now they're all doing. Okay, so this is 500, so you get 2. I'm sorry, so you get 2. So you get Diana and Sky. Okay, so they're doing 500 volume points, so they're getting 4 new clients each, right? And we're training them to get 2. 2 new members, 2 new youths. You see how this is going to start? So now they're new, right? They're here in training, and all you get to focus on, DC, my new coach, is doing 500 3 months in a row, getting 2 people to do it each month. Okay? So now these guys are getting 4, right? And then they get 2. See how this starts to get huge? Yeah. And all the while, each month, these guys are still doing 500 and getting 2. Do you see how the compound effect gets to be so giant? Just by, so simple. 500, get 2. 3 months in a row, get 2. 5 times 3 plus 2.
I see the math as well.
500, right?
Yeah,
3 times in a row, plus 2 new members each month.
And so what's awesome about this concept is, let's start with month 1. It's you get your result and you inspire 4 people. And as we know with our results, we can all inspire 4 people to get on. Let's just say $100 plan. That's what we're having a conversation with. So month 1, you have 500 volume points. Only 2 of those people are going to become a member. So in month 2, you're looking to replace those 2 to have, so you make sure you have 4 plus you, right? So now in month 2, you get 2 new clients, plus the other 2 who are still clients, and the 2 you now train to get 500. So each month you're focusing on getting 2 new clients, retaining 2, and training 2. And it's so simple. 2 new people inspired every month to start a plan. Retain 2, which means keep them excited in the community, and train 2. And that's inspired.
That's actually something, as you guys know, I met up with Cam yesterday.
Yeah.
Cam calls on and that's actually the concept that he was talking to me about. Not 5 times 3 times 2. These weren't the terms that he used, but he did say, to focus on the momentum. As you're getting these 4 clients, continue to work on those 4 clients, build those 2 members to get their 500, but replace them at the same time.
Yeah.
That makes sense?
Filling that funnel.
Filling that funnel
Constant.
all the time, always getting new, no matter what.
Because clients will drop out.
Members
Will drop out. That's the name of the game. So the name of the game to keep going, to keep building momentum, for qualifying for Vegas, for building that residual check, right? Royalty is king. Constantly replacing, right? Because then you'll find, how many people Joe and I have gone through and Julie have gone through to get this group, right? These group. But and we are constantly replacing, more now than ever. Because, people on nutrition plans, it's a very personal journey. So, people won't stay on the products every month. Some people will. Diehards, Aaron, Rochelle. So, they've been on products for a year now.
Yeah.
So, it's all a numbers game.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys have any questions about this? After month 3, this becomes crazy.
Really.
So, volume points. Let's do this now. You have your calculator out?
So month 1, and you can kind of count it out. So month 1 is 500 volume points.
Mm-hmm.
What the compound into month 2 is 1,300 volume points.
Just by doing this. That's not even new people.
So in 2 months, you jumped that high. So that's 1,800 volume points in 2 months, and I didn't even do month 3 yet.
Let's do month 3.
You want to do month 3?
Yeah, for sure. So 500 to 1,800 just by doing 5 times 3 plus 2. How do you, and while Joe's doing the math, question, how do you get a number, right?
Which, yeah.
You get an excited client. How do you get an excited client? Numbers, right? So Sarah, I keep using Sarah, but I worked on Sarah for a year to get her down here. While working on other people, getting new clients, whatever, but always staying in contact and building a relationship with little Sarah. If anybody's met her, she's super excited and she's getting amazing results. I already have my eye on her. She will be a coach this month. So because she's excited, she's going to want to do the VIP, and other people are going to be noticing her results because she's getting sick results, right? So now I get to find my number 2. Maybe that's DJ, maybe not. Just keep filling the funnel, right? Excited clients equal members. I started out as a client. I lost 26 pounds. I brought Joe my entire family until I was like, wait a minute. You're getting all the profit, right? And then I was like, you know what? I want to do this. What's month first?
3,100.
Ooh. Do one more month. I just wanted to show this. So this is 3 months, you guys, of this simple getting 500, getting 2 people excited about their results, and having them get 500, right? And I was even thinking the other day in the car that maybe personally, as my own, this is all our own independent businesses, right? It's Diana's business, and Sky's business, and Julie's business, and Hank's business, and DC's business. I might do something like get 500 in a row with 2 clients each month and get a free water bottle. Just do something to have like a promo, your own promo. And that's up to you guys if you want to do something like that. But these numbers are definitely worth maybe thinking about something like that. And it just builds on itself. And sometimes you'll get 3 coaches in a month. Sometimes you'll get, we had Nathaniel 2 months ago get 9 coaches in a month. And his volume last month was 1,100, and he just hit his first cut again.
11,000.
Yeah.
11,000, and he just hit his first cut again. Gets a solid 4K check. You guys, it's not hard. It's so fun, simple, magical, but it's going outside of your comfort zone, going outside of your circle of influence, maybe, right? And also messaging every single Facebook friend that you have. So it's a mixture of it. And I've been talking to people for 3 years, and now they're coming to me. So it's definitely a mixture and a balance. So we went from 500, right, to 1,600 to 3,100. 62. Compound is crazy.
65.
65. By doing 500 volume points. It's so simple.
Now you're going to find 2 new people a month.
To do 500.
To do 5.
Yeah.
2 new
So
once
when
you
you're
get your
saying
momentum.
to a new coach, like go and get clients, it's so much simpler to say go and get 500 3
Yeah.
months in a row and focus on your really excited clients to start downlining and building a team under you.
And the flow with that, because during the conversation, the flow, what makes that happen, because it's like, great, like, what are we doing? Like, okay, great, I found some new clients. It's utilizing the funds. So you talk to, 4 people around you who you want to get healthy, get them amazing results, and then move them to the Tuesday call. Let the machine feel the impact. That's what's so awesome about Herbalife. We don't have to do the work. All we got to do, okay, you're inspired by me. This is the life you can have. These are the results you can have. Here's first, you want your result. You get it. Here's the process. Then 2, all our job is to do is show people what's possible. So we live the result. They see what's possible. They get their result. Now, if they got a result, move to the Tuesday call. This is what's possible if you're excited. You can either make a little bit of extra income or you become a member, and it's that simple that they see it and then they want to move to the next step. And it's just continuing to be in that process and just keeping it simple. I think that's the biggest thing. We listened to Mark a lot this week is like keeping it fun, simple, magical. We hear ourselves say it. We don't need degrees. We don't need and like he said, he could have went to a lot of the science when he started, but he did $2 million his first year. And all he said was I got these amazing products. My grandma lost, 14 pounds a month. You can lose it too if that's what you want to do. And it starts with 2 shakes, 3 snacks. And then before they say, just scale back on your eating, they need to say change it. Back when the company first started, they just scale back on your eating and you're going to see great results. That was a conversation. You go $2 million out of this trunk selling bananas. So now we move forward and we have all the 2. So we do have degrees. We do have all of this other thing that inside of that, which builds confidence within us, within, people out there, is still the same simple thing. Like my mom said, I was 10 pounds, 2 shakes, 3 snacks, 50 tabs. And so by keeping it simple, it allows everybody to do it. Who wants it? And not everybody's going to want it. Some people just want to lose some pounds or run a little bit faster. But those who want to do lifestyle, it's so simple. And we all know it.
It's so simple.
Yeah.
And it's as the more and more I get to do it, the more and more I do it, the more and more I'm talking to people. It's like, are you interested? No. Okay, great. Are you interested? No. Okay, great. Are you interested? No. Okay, great. Are you interested? Yes. Okay, great. Calm down. Are you interested? Just keep, honestly, it's and the no's are just literally going through that gray zone to get to that 1%. So it's gonna be that, what they said, 9 no's, 1 yes, and then it will be, 8 no's, 2 yes, and it's just keep moving forward, and that's all it takes to get to prestige. That's it. And it became so clear to me these last 2.5 weeks when I started to really put in work, and I was like, oh, this is, okay, now that it was hard at first to get me to go out there, but I'm like, okay, now that I'm in the flow of it, this is really not bad. It's inviting people, following up with people, getting them on plans, and getting them excited. And just taking the notes.
And just keep getting the result.
And to live the lifestyle and keep getting results, using the products, wearing the brand, talking to people. Using the products, wearing the brand, talking to people. Always comes back to that. And literally they are all sitting on Maya, what is it?
Maya Riviera.
Right now. All of them. They're in the Maya Riviera, Home. So if
Brand new resort, the first people registered.
Over
the
3,200
whole
people.
resort is
Entire
Herbalife right now, first class, they all flew first class there, then they get to their rooms, everything's Herbalife, swag bag, everything. If you watch their stuff, you can see all of this. And they said, you know what, we're gonna give you a $1,500 credit on your room for the week that you stay here. So you can go scuba diving on us, you can get food on us, you can do whatever you want in the resort, $1,500 on us. They are literally spending no money for making money. This is the lifestyle that they live. They were all sitting around, and I was talking about this the other day, a bonfire, hanging out, talking about how to become better. So it's literally this. Now we pick this up after all the hard work and we place it in the Maya Riviera. Put a bonfire. I mean, it's all it is work. And the cars they drive. Oh yeah.
It's just the law.
And the number of people impacted and the way that they speak, their level of leadership and personal development is.
You know, and I think something that's huge, Mark said this week, is like we're around election season, and we're talking about, you know, who's going to be our next leaders. And he said, you know, like Herbalife is what the world needs. Like, you know, all this politics, but we've never had a political or religious conversation in this space. We gotta, like, are you happy? Like, what are you going to become the best version of you and love whatever you believe in? And it's like, you know, inside of the pen. Whether it's a senior consultant, you know, who you've changed lives, whether it's an active supervisor, you know, we have, or a qualified producer, inside of that pen is people. And it's like, it's such a powerful thing because inside of that is results that somebody took on it herself, whether it's just love for herself or they see life. You know, I know at the end of our mother, we kind of started to have conversation around, you know, different stuff happening within the team just from that mother. You know, and it's like, what? That's inside of these pens, and it's so, and they're sitting at a resort, you know, whether they're good team all the way up to president's team, and inside of 20,000 body points is community that families changed, you know, and Mark said the best, like, this is what the world, I call it the medicine. I'm like, oh, our team's like the medicine for the planet. Like, they need, not need, but it's awesome to have positivity around, you know, and to feel good and love yourself and wake up and you got a result because you look good, you feel good, and you want to approach life different. So I always remind myself of that inside of my fear, inside of my courage, inside of my laughter is like each thing we do means something to somebody else's life. And then our life is like, I guess, you know, 2 hours. It's like trying to do the mile run 7 days a week. That's
I had a dream about it
life.
last night.
Yeah,
Right.
that's what they do.
Right.
Honestly, they literally set up fit stuff like that for $30,000. And then go to Maya Riviera. Okay, sign me up.
You know, what I love inside of that, and I'll let you talk about it, is that yesterday we were at the train station doing flyers, and we're like, dancing, we're laughing, we're like, I mean, just it was so much fun.
You saw my snap. Yeah, watch it. It's there for another 24 hours.
And I would visualize for the last 6 months, that was one of my biggest fears of being out there. It's crazy, just being in it, like talking to somebody one-on-one, awesome, but being in that space, whatever conversation I had. So for the last 6 months, that was one when I did my visualization, I made sure to imagine myself having fun doing that at the train station. And so inside of like changing lives was like the freedom I now have. That like whatever was holding me back from the fear, yesterday I broke through it. And like we had a blast, right? And now DJ, his life will never be the same, whether he comes back a million times or never comes back. But he got the chance to be elevated for a day. And so I just think that's really awesome that like we get to become who we know we are inside of this space and building. It's inevitable.
And whatever happens with DJ, I'm one closer. It's that faith of like, we don't have to figure this out. There are so many people right now that have it figured out. That are just telling, and honestly, I've asked all of them. Because I was trying to find a chicken egg, an easy way to do it, right? They all say the same thing. Use the product, wear the brand, talk to people. The more people you talk to, the faster you will go. The more people you talk to, the bigger your check. It's that simple. And it's honestly, I kept trying to figure it out. And they kept telling me. And I finally, for the first time, heard it. And I have more faith now than ever that I will be president within a year. This organization will not be here. We will be in a bigger venue or a bigger place. Venue, might as well call it a venue. And so clear that I will be living my dream life. Like, dream life. Because I'm living up to my potential. And I'm doing what I know it takes. Talking to as many people on the day. So just to close it up, you guys, because we're going to go into action hour, and action hour is going to be 45 minutes. We'll go until 40 minutes. We'll go until noon. Or however long you want to go. We'll take out the yoga mats or take out the chairs, whatever. We'll start texting. Basically, we can have conversations with people so that we're here. We're vibing off of each other's energy. And then you can ask questions to anybody, like, oh, this person said this on social media, what would you say to them, right? And just really work. And before we start doing that, I just want to hear from you guys what you just heard. So like reteach me what I just trained on.
Wear more products.
Go.
Wear more product, drink more product, or take more product, and definitely talk more. If nothing's working for you, you need to do more of those things.
Awesome.
Looking into and also training to always working on replacing the two that you build into coaches, so always keeping that funnel and that cycle moving.
Yeah. And then teaching and then training them to just do the same thing. 500, 3 months in a row, 2 people each one. Duplication. And when I say 2, that 2 is 2 members or 2 coaches. And it can be a VIP member that you're like, hey, you get 500. I'm going to get, a couple people on a plane, you can get 35% off. Some people are really excited about that too. Anybody else?
Not so much, I understand the math and I think we've all kind of summed it up, but I think it's more just focusing on the people that are excited and fired up and not overwhelming yourself with there's 30 people that I gotta reach out or that you have to focus on. Just focus on 1 or 2 of them and get them motivated for them to focus on the other 2 or 3 of them. But I really like the conversation about leadership. I think that's something that we're all developing, and I think, at least to me, that's the most valuable thing I'm getting out of this organization, is to learn to become a better leader, because it's not affecting us just here, it's affecting us everywhere, all around. Our families see it, our work sees it. It's not just about growing our business, it's about growing as a person. And I'm so grateful for that. I'm so grateful for the way you told me earlier. And just learning how to get through it in a different way than we used to. A more positive way. And moving forward.
I love that. Yeah, there's no way you'll move into something of that wrong as a person. And that's why when you meet the president's team, they're kind of because they walk in and they are so powerful.
If they're just so positive, it's just like, no, they can't. But it's just, you're not there yet. That's why you doubt it. And that's why so many people that are so negative, they're like, you can't be that happy. Why not? Why can't you be happy? What's wrong with that? No, I don't like that much positivity. You need to work on yourself. You should be happy for the life of that.
I love it.
I said that yesterday to one of the servers, because she was really down about it. So she's like, I don't understand, I'm worthy. And I was like, no, you are worth it. You're worth it. And she's like, wow, no one's really ever told me that. I was like, no, you matter. Yeah. She's like,
Teaching every one of us to be better leaders and lead others.
And I love what DC said about focusing on the people that do say yes and that are on programs, and that, sometimes, and the numbers we do have in our phones, right? So sometimes we want to get the new number and we're not even following up with numbers in our phone, or sometimes we're focusing on everybody that says no instead of that one person that says yes, that could be your here and no's, right? And I realized this morning, like I told you guys, I have 5 people confirmed for today. 1 person showed up, and it's a lot more exciting if I have 1 person confirmed and then they say no. I'm like, no, like the Bitmoji, no, right? But if I have 5 people, I already have in my head, all right, there'll be a family emergency. eating horrible, whatever. You know, like things happen. That's great, no problem. Our next workout is Monday at 6:20. Always just invite them to the next day, right? That they're available for. But with that, I knew one person was gonna come out of the 5, right? I had faith. And one person came, and I was super stoked on that one person that came. And then it's gonna start like this compound effect, where they all will show up eventually. So that is my training for today. Just work.
Get more notes.
Love. Results. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.